like to welcome everyone to the Hilton Concord. This is our third year in a row hosting Sustainable Contra, Costa County.
Oh, there you go.
All right, we broke a plate. Good luck.
No, it did break.
Oh, it did break. All right. Well, again, we'd like to thank everyone for coming here tonight to the Hilton Concord. It's our pleasure again to host the third annual event here for Sustainable Contra, Costa County. For those of you who don't know a little bit about the Hilton Concord, we're a sustainable green business. We're certified in 2014. Thank you. Very proud of it. We're here with a few members of the team. Matt Owenstreet, our Director of Sales. We have Thomas Proud, our Chief Engineer around here. And for my past 6 years here, we've implemented 38 different sustainable initiatives. And our ownership, our management team are deeply committed to sustainability.
This supports all of our programs. Our Certified Sustainability Advisors program, which just went off beautifully. We had 18 people go through the program, 12-week program, and now they're all off doing their own impact, making an impact in the community with their own projects. Our Community Resilience Challenge, where in May we reached out to thousands and thousands of people around the region and got 12,300 sustainable actions pledged to grow food, save energy and water, build community, and reduce waste. Thank you all for, I know a lot of people here had a hand in that, including our amazing volunteer team, which I'll thank later. Our Growing Together program supporting urban farming and gardening in Contra Costa County, and our Sustainable Living Workshop Series. We are selling tonight great gifts. If you think about holiday gifts, the auction items I think are amazing. They would make great gifts, and also our Sustainable Living Workshop Series. So Heather can sell those right at the table across from the auction items. So check them out. Really cool classes. We've got 20 classes coming up. I think that's all I wanted to say, and I'm going to introduce John Sasaki, our Master of Ceremonies. John, thank you for being here.
So another thing I wanted to do real quick is I wanted to bring Matt from the Hilton up. My understanding is that he likes to talk, and since Jack mentioned that this place is so sustainable, I want to know a couple of the things that you guys have done that have put you in a position to be recognized that way.
Sure, thank you very much, appreciate it. Well, a couple of different things that we've done. One of the things we're most proud of, I think, is our pillow vac system, where we actually send 0 old used pillows to the landfill. We actually make our own pillows in-house. And then as they age, we cut them open and dump the down fill into a unit that sterilizes, cleans, and then we refill new pillowcases with basically creating brand new pillows. So 0 waste. And then even the old pillowcases we use as rags and cleaning. So there is 0 waste with that process, which is fantastic. So that's one. One of the other ones right now, as everyone knows, California experiencing a severe drought. When we did our hotel room renovation, we recycled about 5 tons of ceramic from the old toilets, and we replaced them with a Toto EcoFlush toilet. And in doing so, over the course of a year, we save over 1 million gallons of fresh water. So annually, yes. So that's another huge savings that we're very proud of. And then the other one, our chef loves it. He calls it the silver centipede, but it's our biodigester in the banquet kitchen. Essentially, all the food waste, all the scraps that are biodegradable go into our biodigester, and actually it liquefies. It's like a giant stomach. It breaks it down, liquefies it, sends it to central sanitation, which is, when it goes, it's an effluent that's packed with enzymes, and it's very good for the sewage system as well. So they actually like it.
Some great work by Concord Hilton. It's fantastic to see. I'm sure that all of you are going to be getting ready to recycle your down pillows. You're going to be making new pillows out of that. That's pretty good. Here, right? But no, I mean, if a big organization like the Hilton can do it, certainly we all can do our part.
Get some wine, get some beer, get some food. There's some good brownies back there.
I was just talking to someone who was drinking a beer and saying that they didn't want to take a picture holding the beer, and I said, it's okay, you're saving water, it's all good. So I wanted to point out that Jennifer Allen, a good friend here, where's Jennifer? Jennifer right over there, she's with the Contra Costa County Water District. She's the one who I call, yes, very good. She's the one who I call or email when I get photos of people who are not doing their part to control all the water that they consume. I belong to 24 Hour Fitness. I go to the gym over there in Walnut Creek, and one of the cool things that they installed is it's a pretty new gym, and one of the things they installed was a water fountain system where you can bring your bottle and you stick the bottle there and the water pours into it. And it actually has a counter and shows you how many bottles, plastic bottles, you've saved by putting your recycled bottle, or you can use the same plastic bottle over and over again or whatever. And I use a metal bottle, and it says since they opened, they've saved hundreds of thousands of plastic bottles. And between you and me, I admit I don't even like bottled water like that you buy in the store because it always tastes like plastic to me. You know that stuff sits in hot warehouses or even sits in the sun, and in the process that those plastics get leached into the water. And I cannot drink bottled water without tasting plastic. It's a business, they're fine, they're doing their thing, I get it. But then you've got people like, was it the CEO of Nestle who said that water is not a right? And during the height of our drought, he's talking about trying to take water from California to sell the rest of the world and make his profit. That's, again, this is what's wrong with what we as a people are doing. We need to be smarter about how we consume things. We need to be smarter about how we recycle things. We need to, I'd be thrilled if I never saw another water bottle again, because you just don't need it. You don't need to spend $1 or more on a bottle of water when water is free coming out of the tap. Get yourself a container. And my understanding too is the standards for tap water, maybe Jennifer wants to confirm this for me, the standards for tap water are higher than they are for bottled water. That's correct? Yes. So, and of course, you get that water from Fiji or wherever you get it, yeah, right. I believe that. I believe that's where that came from, yeah. So I, with all that in mind, I applaud each and every one of you for being here because this is what you guys are thinking. Maybe not those things exactly, but the sustainability of our world, in a world where our population is multiplying and our consumption of everything is multiplying, and I think it was back in the Reagan administration, James Watt, who was the Secretary of Interior, said that it was our job to consume the world. Basically, it was our job to use up the environment, basically. And that's, of course, one of the most absurd things I've ever heard. And I was in high school when he said that. I was like, okay, this guy's off his rocker, clearly. As I recall, he didn't last very long in office. But it reminds me of that quote, the quote of, I forget exactly the words, but it's something like, our world is not something that we inherited from our ancestors, it's something we're borrowing from our grandchildren. And that's exactly what it is. And the more I read recently, the more actually really concerned that maybe not in my lifetime, but in maybe my children's lifetime, my grandchildren's lifetime, this is going to be a dramatically different world if we keep on the path that we're on. Well, to a degree at least, we as a people need to stop thinking about profit and start thinking about our future. Because profit's good, but as you guys are showing here repeatedly, you can profit from being sustainable. All right, you can do things that you can make a lot of money from by building solar panels or doing your own pillows or whatever you do, and that's fantastic. And so I applaud you. Give yourself a big round of applause for doing the things that you do to keep us going. So once again, it's my pleasure to bring up Tina Newhalsel, a very good friend of mine, someone who does great things here, and she's going to carry us on in the next segment.
Okay, thank you, John. Woo! Thank you, John. Let's give John a round of applause. Thank you for saying all that. Okay, so first of all, I also want to thank before I forget, Contra Costa County Supervisor Mary Pifo and Contra Costa County Supervisor John Joya for being here tonight. Thank you. Very excited to have you. Okay, so today, did everyone know today's the fall equinox? And what does that mean? The fall equinox is a time when, in the fall, is the time when nature recedes back and the plants lose their leaves, their branches that they no longer need, and they start to grow deep within the ground and grow roots so that when they can emerge in the spring, they can be stronger. In following with the cycle of nature, this is the time for all of us to begin to pull back from the chaos and reflect on our own successes and failures from the previous year or years, and be prepared to let go of the things and the ways of doing things that aren't serving us well, so that we can emerge in the spring in a new way. And so I'm going to call on all of you and for you to share that with people that you know, and let's take some time and reflect on how we're doing things and begin to emerge in a different way. We can choose to live within our means. We can emerge and recognize our connections with other species that we share this planet with. We can respect the resources and the life systems that this earth is providing for us. So I'd like to see that happen. I have a couple things I want to share with you. First of all, let's take a look. We have the author of, there's a book on your table, The Better World Shopping Guide. And the author has sent us a message, and this is to you.
Hi there, Sustainable Contra Costa. I'm Ellis Jones. I'm the author of the Better World Shopping Guide, book you may have in front of you right now. And I'm a professor of sociology. I just wanted to say a few words of welcome to you at this important event. I really see the future for humanity as increasingly determined by economics. And in the 21st century, this economic part of the equation is arguably one of the most important that we need to address. I believe that every dollar we spend is a vote for the kind of world we want to live in. In fact, 70% of the U.S. economy, the #1 economy in the world, is fueled by consumer dollars alone. So every choice you make is really a vote for that world that we are leaving our children and our children's children. So whether you're interested in issues of social justice or community involvement, sustainability, animal protection, or human rights, I really believe that we need to spend part of our energy on making that world a better place through the dollars that really channel that energy.
Gary Farber and Francis Garcia. From the Sustainable Contra Costa Board, please stand. So our Board of Directors, Katrina Nagel, Sophia Lowe, Darren Defner, Kimberly Lamb, and Rachel. Where's Rachel? I can't see Rachel King. And I also want to acknowledge Tyler Phelps, Snorton Phelps, who I am so happy and excited to have on our team and to work with. So Tyler, where are you? Thank you. I'm so grateful to be on this team with all of you guys, so thank you. Anyway, so let's get on to it. I'm going to bring up Central Contra Costa Sanitary District to present their awards. Melody LaBella.
I'm so glad Tina told us what those little things were on the table. How about you? So anyway, it's so great to be here tonight. You may have heard that Central San has become a visionary partner of Sustainable Contra Costa, and we're really pleased to be in partnership. The awards that we're going to do tonight, we've done for many, many years, more than 20 years. And we thought it was time to elevate them. And many of our management team and board members have been to these events in the past, and they were very impressed and wanted to be part of it. So that's why we're here tonight. So in addition to it being the fall equinox, It's also Pollution Prevention Week. 25 years ago, thank you, 25 years ago, the federal government passed the Pollution Prevention Control Act. And Pollution Prevention Week was actually started in California in 1993, and then it caught on and is now recognized nationally as National Pollution Prevention Week. And so that's one of the things we asked, is if we could move this event to Pollution Prevention Week. So here we are. So happy Pollution Prevention Week, everybody. Moving along, the mission of Central Contra Costa Sanitary District is to protect public health and the environment. And so that's, a lot of what tonight is about. And we do that by collecting and treating wastewater, embracing a policy of sustainability for the responsible use of existing resources, and promoting environmental stewardship. And so that's what that brings us here to this event and being sustainable. We really believe in that, and that's part of what we do at Central San. So some of you, I hope in this room, have visited our household hazardous waste collection facility. We opened that in 1997, and since that time have collected and either recycled or properly disposed of more than 32 million pounds of household hazardous waste. I hope some of you have used our pharmaceutical drop-offs. We have 13 law enforcement partners in Contra Costa County. And through that program, which actually started as a small pilot in 2009, and since that time, we have collected more than 70,000 pounds of pharmaceuticals. And you can be sure that those would have, most of those would have probably ended up, like we were told whenever I was growing up, or flush those down the toilet. We definitely don't want to do that now. And then, with the year of the drought, John talked a lot about the water situation in our drought. This has certainly been a big focus for all of us. This is the 4th year of a very severe drought in California. And this year, we've been doing a recycle water program since the mid-90s. But it really wasn't until this year when we started our recycle water fill station that people really started to become aware of recycled water. So if you see it on totes driving around town, hopefully you see our recycled water program. So this year we signed up more than 2,000 people and have given out almost 10 million gallons of recycled water, free of charge. And, every time we use recycled water, of course, we're conserving drinking water supplies, very precious drinking water supplies that we certainly need. So it's been a real focus for us and for many in terms of the drought. So we wanted to recognize, and this is in your program starting on page 15, seeing the slideshow is not coming up, so direct your attention to page 15 in your booklet. And we have some recycled water business champions we're celebrating. Chevron, which is right down the street, their office park, Contra Costa Country Club Golf Course, and Diablo Valley College. They both use and promote the use of recycled water. As well, we wanted to recognize some of our recycled water city champions that we're so proud of. First, our partner in our recycled water program, the City of Concord. Secondly, a newer partner, the City of Martinez. The City of Pleasant Hill, who's been using our recycled water the longest in terms of the cities. And finally, the City of Walnut Creek. These are all cities that are using and promoting the use of recycled water. Would you help me give them a hand? We also wanted to recognize PG&E. As of the end of June, they had used more than 100,000 gallons of recycled water in their construction projects. Again, saving that drinking water. Great job, PG&E. And then finally, some of our recycled water citizens using our fill station. We're so pleased. Some of them are going out on social media and defending recycled water and promoting it. It's just been fantastic. So just quickly to recognize those, Mary Fouts and Jim Moore of Pleasant Hill, Scott Herrick in Lafayette, and Kathleen and Bernard Yoakum in Concord. So would you help me congratulate our recycled water champions? Thank you so much. So now I'd like to turn the presentation over to one of our leaders in our environmental compliance team, Ms. Colleen Henry.
Thank you, Melody, and thank you, everyone. I'm pleased to be here with you tonight. I get the pleasure of presenting some other recognitions and awards. The first one I'm going to start with are green businesses. We heard a little mention of that out on the patio. The Contra Costa County Green Business Program is a partnership of public and private organizations that comes together to recognize businesses for taking action to prevent pollution and conserve resources. I feel like I need to get this closer because I'm short, so hold on. Oh, no, I'm just doing like this. Okay. So we at Central San are one of those partners. I think in the room we have the manager of the Green Business Program. I'm going to point to him in the back corner, Paris Greenlee. If you could raise your hand. Thank you. Thank you, Paris. It's a wonderful program. If you want to get more information, Paris would be happy to share that with you. So when a business decides to go through the green certification process, they open their doors and invite all these different partners into their business to walk through and make sure they're doing the right thing. There are many businesses that went through this process last year, but we wanted to recognize those that got recognized in our service area, that we had a hand in going through their business and looking at them. So I'm going to let you know who those four are. You may recognize the first one, which is Hilton Concord. Concord Hilton. Country Club Cleaners in San Ramon. Another one that is probably in the house tonight is East Bay Municipal Utility District, East Area Service Center, Walnut Creek. And Jim's Auto Body in Walnut Creek. Great job to those businesses. The next set of recognition that I would like to do is called our Water Quality Community Partners. Due to the nature of their business, many companies in our service area have a permit with our district. Maintaining compliance with that permit takes a lot of dedication. These businesses have to sample their wastewater, they have to keep logs, they train their staff, and they have to provide those dreaded reports that we all hate. They have to give those to us at Central San. We want to recognize the businesses that have had consecutive years of full compliance with that permit. Their efforts to keep pollutants out of our system help keep our community water supply clean. Fortunately, we have a lot of these businesses, so I can't possibly go through and name them one by one, but they are in your program on page 14. I think Melody had you on page 15, so you shouldn't be far. And what you can see here, if you go to that page, we have 1 year of compliance. We have a really nice, good list, so let's give them a round of applause. 2 years of compliance, another good list. 3 and 4 years, the list starts to get a little smaller as we move up. And I will point out in the 5-year category that you hopefully had a chance to enjoy the fruits of their labor in the form of some beverages of a couple of those companies who were here tonight, which was Black Diamond Brewery and Captain Vineyards made that 5-year list. Then we have 6 and 7 years, very notable, that's a long time. Moving up into years which are longer than I have worked at the district, which is 10, 12, and 15. That's a long time to be in full compliance with your permit, so I do want to go ahead and name those off. 10 years, we have the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, Forensic Science Laboratories in Walnut Creek. Mouthful. The Joint Genome Institute in Walnut Creek. 12 years of compliance, Contra Costa Water District, Bowman Filtration Plant Lab in Concord. Also in the house tonight, I believe. And then 15 years of compliance, which is our most number of years, so please give them a big round of applause, the Contra Costa Mosquito and Vector Control District in Concord. So at this time, I am going to have our board members, President Mike McGill and President Pro Tem Tad Pilecki, start making their way up to the awards area, please. This is what we're very excited to be here for. These are our Pollution Prevention Awards. So we're very excited to present these awards. For more than 20 years, Central San has been conducting our Pollution Prevention Awards in conjunction with Pollution Prevention Week, as Melody mentioned. While many businesses are in compliance, as you can see in your program, only a few go above and beyond. We recognize these businesses for their exceptional efforts to minimize water pollution and protect the environment. This year, we are awarding 4 deserving businesses. I'd like to tell you about each one and their amazing pollution prevention strategies. I'll then call up a representative, and they'll be receiving a beautiful award. It's made of recycled glass, 100% recycled glass made in Monterey. So they're very, very nice. So the first organization, or I'm not sure what to call them, agency I'd like to recognize is the Army Reserve Center at the Military Ocean Terminal in Concord. They capture and reuse rainwater and gray water for washing vehicles and flushing toilets. Stormwater from their parking lots is captured in retention basins, and they operate a recycling system for washing military cargo trains, and that water is 100% recycled. So representing the Army Reserve Center, please give a big round of applause to Lieutenant Colonel Tim Zetterwall. Awesome job. Next up, we have Audi Concord. Audi, when they moved into their new location, they remodeled it with the environment in mind. They operate a recycling system at their wash pad, and their parking lot drains into a bioswale that filters stormwater runoff. From Audi, please help me recognize Tim Lafano. Thank you, Tim. Next, we have the office of Dr. Julia Lee. She is a dental office located in Walnut Creek. She discontinued using mercury-containing fillings over 15 years ago, long before it was popular. She uses all digital photo processing, no chemicals involved, and she uses all organic cleaning products. Unfortunately, they were not able to join us tonight, but we will make sure that they get their beautiful recycled glass award. Good job. And then last, our 4th award winner is Republic Services. We must have some Republic Services employees in the house tonight, huh? They operate a 3,500-gallon recycling system at their wash pad that reuses wash water and discharges very little into our sewer. They installed a separator on their storm drain system to remove sediment, and representing Republic is Susan Hurl, the Municipal Services Manager. Thank you, Susan. This concludes Central San's recognition and awards. We want to thank you again, all of the businesses that we've recognized tonight, for preventing pollution and protecting water quality. Let's give them all a huge round of applause.
So we are so excited to join all of you tonight and talk about how we're building a better Contra Costa County, a better region, a better nation, and a better world. And we start here in our community, our own community, where we have a little more control, a little more direction, and we do it together in changing the way we live our lives, we run our businesses, and serving as examples for others to follow. We're grateful, particularly for all of you, the nonprofits, the businesses, the municipalities, and the individuals who are a large part of this local sustainability community, for your dedication in making smart choices so that we can continue to thrive along with the other millions of species we share this planet with, as John touched on earlier. By demonstrating our understanding and respect for our natural systems, we can make a difference and become the regeneration for our next generation and beyond. And when you get to be our age, I just had a birthday. Thank you. Sustainability becomes a key word in your vocabulary, and it becomes a priority because we realize that we're not immortal when we get over that hump. I had my 53rd birthday. So we realize that we are not here forever, but what we do today is, and that is our legacy. So before we begin with our awards, I'll share the microphone with my colleague, Supervisor John Joya, and then we will get into what I think we're all waiting for. Yes, the unveiling. Okay, yeah, hurry up, get on with it, right? Supervisor Joya.
Just call me the short John. You got a tall John and a short John here, right? So, just so you know, thank you, John. Just so you know, Mary and I are good about moving the program along because we know this has been a long evening. And so we are going to go through this program in a way that is efficient and recognize all the wonderful awardees. And let me just say, Mary and I have done this together a few years ago. I enjoy coming to this every year. Mary and I know I had a great time doing it before. But let me first start by saying, you know, Tina, her husband, and her mom are all like, it's a unit. Your whole family, right? And I just want to say, you all recognize how much effort Tina has put into this, your board, the volunteers, and just give everyone a round of applause for all of their... Did I leave somebody out, Tina? Okay, all right. And let me say, I think Mary and I are just so proud of the energy and the commitment that exists in Contra Costa County on sustainability. We do amazing things, and we say the collective we. It's a team here, whether it's a private business, a nonprofit, government, individual citizens, everyone comes together. Mary and I get a chance to do sustainability work at the state level. She serves on the Delta Stewardship Council. I serve on the California Air Resources Board. She gets to work on water sustainability, and I get to work on air quality. So all of this, we see what happens around the state, and I can tell you, we have so much happening here in Contra Costa County, and you should be really proud of that. So thank you. So, and I will close with one comment. You know, last weekend was Coastal Cleanup Day, where tens of thousands of people from around the state and around this country clean up our shoreline. And you know, what really, it's the work that you all do during the year that inspires people. And I see the Watershed Council, Watershed Project folks here. Where are you? You're here. They were our partners on a cleanup site in Richmond. We had 400 people come and clean up. And Cindy Gershon, Sunrise Bistro, did a healthy, cooked at Mount Diablo High School, healthy food. Cindy was here earlier with her food. And what was amazing is about 90% of the people there were young people. And like my 11-year-old daughter, who want to get out there and it's really about environmental stewardship, right? And sustainability. They're learning about keeping their environment clean, and they're learning other issues about sustainability. But it's what happens in the school, it's what happens in your families, it's what happens in businesses. That's what gets them inspired, so they're used to doing it. And it's all about the next generation, how they feel. And so I just wanted to say that because you're all part of making that effort happen. So with that, okay, we got our notes and we're moving through. We have a few categories. We are going to start. The first category is called Sustainable Communities. And we want to start by congratulating all the nominees and to thank all the nominees for their outstanding work to create sustainable communities throughout our county. And they're in the slideshow, so you get to see all these nominees. We don't have to name them. But we have 4 winners in this category. We're a tag team here, so Mary and I are going to hand the mic back and forth.
Here we have 4 winners in this category. And the first one I'm going to announce is Mr. Tom Edwards. Is Tom here? Coming up, Tom. Tom is a science teacher at Martin Luther King Jr. High School in Pittsburgh. Congratulations, Tom. And he went beyond the call of duty last year to engage students in sustainability efforts within the community. Alarmed by the negative impact of single-use plastic bottles in our watersheds or in our oceans, he engineered and implemented the Ocean Plastic Pollution Project for the Pittsburgh Unified School District. Yay, Tom!
Congratulations, Tom. Another round of applause for Tom.
All right. Our second award winner in Waste Matters is Fairmont Elementary School. Are you here? I hope you're here. Yes, folks from the watershed. So I went to El Cerrito High School. It's only a few blocks away from Fairmont Elementary School, which is in El Cerrito. It is the first school in the West Contra Costa School District to implement a composting program through a partnership with the Watershed Project. Students, faculty, and staff at the school have all been part of a pilot program called Waste Matters. And the result of this program has been not only a significant reduction in waste sent to the landfill, but really, I think most importantly, it's been the blossoming of a more thoughtful community of young people who are dedicated to protecting our earth and sustainability. So it built school pride, it focused on healthy lunch options, so give them a big hand.
Our third awardee is the Contra Costa County Climate Leaders for CL. Where are you? Come on up, ladies. Creating healthy, livable cities while protecting the climate and the community for future generations is the mission of 4CL. The organization strives to improve communication between policy leaders and members of the community in regards to environmental issues and facilitates the sharing of best practices amongst Contra Costa County governments. Welcome, congratulations. And John, you have our fourth winner.
In this category is someone a lot of you know, Sheila Hill. Sheila, come on up. We want to talk about you while you're up here. Sheila. Oh, she's not here. Okay, Sheila, well, I don't need to tell you, she's a dedicated environmental advocate. She's a teacher, a community volunteer. She works with students, parents, teachers throughout Contra Costa to support and promote sustainability through her Sustainable Schools program and with her collaboration with nonprofits. She works with Wellness City Challenge to encourage schools to offer healthy food options. I can go on and on and on. By the way, there's more about all of these great awardees in your program to read more about them. So congratulations to Sheila Hill.
Our second award category is Food System Innovation. And our finalists are, oh, we have the nominees here to my right on the screen. Those are all the nominees, and there are three finalists. Siumak Siushansi from the Urban Farmers, Catherine Ledan of the Brentwood Agricultural Land Trust, you go girl, and White Pony Express. And John will announce the winner. And
the winner is White Pony Express. Gonna come on up. Where are they? So, White Pony Express is an entirely volunteer-based nonprofit dedicated to helping eliminate hunger and poverty in our county by redistributing surplus food and clothing to over 50 organizations dedicated to feeding and assisting those in need. Their founder, Dr. Carol Wayland Connor, set this up to provide the missing link between surplus and need on a local level. So congratulations to White Pony Express. Okay, now we are moving into the Sustainable Resource Management Award category. And I want to first start by congratulating all the nominees who are up here on the slide. The nominees, Eastern Contra Costa Transit Authority, which is Tri-Delta Transit, Markham Regional Arboretum Society, and East Bay Regional Park District Bruner Marsh Restoration Project. And the winner?
And the winner is, drum roll please, Markham Arboretum. Markham Regional Arboretum Society has been a local horticulture leader since 1981. Members of the Concord Garden Club founded the organization to educate the public about place-appropriate and chemical-free gardening.
Community engagement is at the beating heart of this organization. Volunteers do it all. Plant propagation, infrastructure repair, marketing, technology support, weeding, planting, and maintaining the public gardens. Congratulations, Markham. And I believe they did our table decorations.
Now we are in the, really, I think, the best category of the night, which is rising stars who are leaders who are 18 and under, because it's about really developing the next generation of leadership. And we have 2 rising stars to celebrate. The first one is, give him a big hand, Brian Wong. Brian, are you here? Come on up, Brian.
Come on up.
Don't be shy. Come on up. Brian is a junior at Alhambra High School in Martinez, and he's obviously an Eagle Scout with Boy Scout Troop 282. And he organized and led efforts to remove and control an invasive weed, the Italian thistle. Okay, I'm Italian, but I'm not sure about Italian thistle on Mount Wanda.
None of us have called you a thistle yet.
Yes, no, to some I may be. On Mount Wanda, Italian thistle is particularly menacing because it colonizes large areas and eliminates native plant species. That's a bad thing. So he engaged the National Park Service, forged a groundbreaking partnership between the Park Service and local youth, mobilized volunteers, and removed 4,000 Italian thistle plants. Wow.
Great job. And his proud parents are in the back of the room. Raise your hands, Mom and Dad. Congratulations. Oh, John.
I just want to say that Alhambra High School is where I coach, and there are, no, seriously.
You get all over the John, don't you?
I try to help out wherever I can. But so I actually posted something on my Facebook page a couple weeks ago about a kid that I met through Facebook who actually did a lot of good work collecting items to donate to the Valley Fire victims. And so I just wanted to make the point, the kids at Alhambra High School, Mr. Wong over there, a perfect example, great, great kids who are really helping their world. That's just all I wanted to say.
And our second rising star tonight to celebrate is Marco Conchi. Marco, where are you? Come on up, Marco. Another scout. Another Eagle Scout. So Marco is a freshman at Monte Vista High School in Danville and an Eagle Scout with Boy Scout Troop 36. He determined to raise awareness within the community and his troop about the importance of protecting the fish and wildlife of San Ramon Valley Creek. Motivated to protect the waterfowl of the creek, he created a plan in collaboration with the Mount Diablo Audubon Society and the California Waterfowl Association. Marco worked with a naturalist and a ranger to understand how to build and where to place specialized boxes along the creek that would help protect local species of waterfowl. After many reworks, that's an Eagle Scout, keep at it, on the wood box prototype and 200 hours on the project, 24 boxes were made under Conchi's leadership. They were donated to both organizations and 7 boxes were installed along the San Ramon Valley Creek. And John, you're supposed to be included in this photo. Congratulations, Marco. Aren't they cute? They're just such great young men. So finally, the finale, we have our green building honorees. And we have 3 outstanding green building projects to recognize this year. Hopefully you've all had a chance to look at the photos and learn about their sustainable features during the reception out in the lobby. John, you want me to start? So our first green building honoree is Woodbury. Where's Woodbury representatives? Come on up! Come on up!
The idea behind Lafayette's newest eco-friendly residential enclave, Woodbury, is to provide luxury and convenience without sacrificing the environment. Located within walking distance to downtown Lafayette, BART, and recreational park trail systems, Woodbury has new multi-purpose paths to encourage bike and pedestrian travel rather than vehicle transport. If vehicle transport is necessary, the garages are equipped with electric car charging stations, and the complex incorporates sustainable design practices while encouraging a sense of community and minimizing the land use per person. Woodbury homes have energy-efficient cool roofs, tankless hot water heaters, and many more outstanding sustainable features. Congratulations, Woodbury.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Obviously, it takes a team.
It's a team.
It takes a village.
It's all about that, right? Our next green building honoree is the Malovic residence in Lafayette. If you look at your program, you'll get to see how Ed and Carolyn Malovic decided to build their new home in Lafayette and how to make it sustainable with reduced energy. So take a look in the program, and explains all about what they've done. So congratulations.
Green building honorees is the Old Yellow House. We saw there's a display in the lobby about a home rich with history. Come on up. The Old Yellow House in Orinda was originally constructed in 1890 by an investor in the California-Nevada Railroad. For many years, it sat empty until architect James Philip Wright imagined its potential. And he purchased the Old Yellow House in 2012 with plans to perform a net zero retrofit and transform the property into his residence. Wright collaborated with the historical societies of Orinda and Contra Costa to publicly showcase the construction materials, methods, and natural energy systems of modern green architecture, while preserving the sustainable living features inherent in this historical home. During the project, passing cars would view a chalkboard with descriptions of each phase of the work. So you communicated also. Among its numerous sustainable features, reclaimed materials minimize the carbon footprint of the historic Old Yellow House, and it is naturally heated by the sun and cooled by the earth while retaining its original character. Congratulations.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, everybody hopefully voted for their nonprofit of choice for the $500 Seeds of Change Award grant that we're giving to those nominees who were out in the hallway and you got a chance to look at their great projects. So here are the results of your votes. So we're going to ask the Seeds of Change Award winner to come on up, and we have a $500 check for you.
And the winner is, please, there you go, Global Student Embassy. Hey, the youngsters always take a shortcut. Good job. And if we may say, the check is in the mail, okay? No, we'll get that to you. Thank you so much. Good job, ladies. Excellent.